Okay. Hey, it's John. I'm at the Hilton Hotel in Minneapolis, Netroots Nation conference. We're in the lobby with a flash mob that's going on of women wearing the, I guess, hijab it's called. Traditional hijab. I always get it wrong. Traditional Muslim headgear. And the reason they're doing this is a Muslim blogger was harassed the other night by a right-wing blogger to the point where she had the police had to be called. And I'm speaking with
Allison.
And Allison was going to tell us what happened the other night.
All right, so when I arrived on the scene, there was a man harassing several women who were wearing hijab and a couple of women who were not wearing hijab.
And this was at sort of an after-hours party at a restaurant.
It was an after-hours party for Netroots Nation, and it was right outside that restaurant. A lot of people were gathered, and he made an approach, and he provoked them into, he wanted to have some sort of controversial political conversation, and they were saying, we don't want to do that, thank you.
Okay.
He insisted that he could take their photos, even though they asked that he not take their photos, besides the fact that they have the right to make that request.
Right.
For some women, it's actually a huge risk to have their image posted online, so they needed to protect themselves. And he kept aggressively pushing into them with his phone camera. And when I came up, that's what he was doing. So I put my hand in front of his camera and stood in between them and said, you cannot take their picture. At which point he said, since I was not wearing a hijab, I could not speak for them. That they were destroying our culture, that they were here to destroy us, and that he had, as an American citizen, he had the right to do what he wanted, and that they did not have those same rights. Well, the thing is that only one of them was not an American citizen.
So he was clearly talking about the foreigner who was visiting.
Yeah, it was actually, from what I could tell, 4 layers of bigotry and hate. He would not have done that if those were a group of men. He would not have had the guts to walk up to a group of men and be so offensively aggressive. The second thing was that he thought that they were not from here, so he thought they were foreigners, and therefore somehow that they didn't have any rights as foreigners. Or respect. He did not think they deserved respect. It was also about the fact that they were women of color. So I think if they were Caucasian women, he would never have done this. And it was also that they were Muslim. So it was, all 4 of those epithets were coming out in his ranting. And I just basically kept him away from them for as long as I could.
And the police finally arrived and actually took him into custody.
They did. The police were fantastic.
So obviously there was a problem.
Yes, he committed crimes.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.